Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1979 season is on the air. We got a good one tonight. Today's date is May 13, 1979. We are at Three Rivers Stadium for an interesting matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Reds come into this game. They are the number one team in the National League with a record of 21 wins and 11 losses. The Houston Astros, however, are right behind them at 22-12, but it is early. The Pittsburgh Pirates are now at 500 with a record of 14-14, and right now they are in third place in the National League East. These two teams did meet with each other in the actual NLCS in 79. Will these two teams play each other again in my NLCS? But we got a long way to go before we even think about that. BB and Kevin Hayes join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And you are very welcome there, Mr. Hayes. It is an honor to have this much fun with all you guys when I do a game like this every night. I'm surprised I'm actually still doing it. I thought I'd be bored by this time, but nope. I'm having lots of fun with baseball. Big Clue joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium, and he says, "Let's go Reds." Well, I guess he does, taking a look at the avatar that he has. The Reds historically won this game. The Reds 7 runs, 14 hits and an error. The Pirates 3 runs, 9 hits and 3 errors. So there were 4 errors historically in the game. So this was a pretty ugly matchup, but we'll see what happens tonight. As this is our first, we've already had the Reds, of course. This is our first look at the We Are Family Pirates. So it's our first look of the Pirates here for 1979. And I figured a good game against the Reds would be a good matchup for the Pirates. Brian Patterson joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Let's get underway. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game was John Candelaria. 14 wins, 9 losses, a 3.22 ERA. That's a pretty good season for Candelaria. The Candyman is on the mound. So let's get things started as the Reds will get up to bat first as we begin the top of the first inning. Leading off will be right fielder Ken Griffey. Griffey had an excellent season in 79. The entire Reds team pretty much did. .316 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs for Griffey, although he did play in about half the games that season for the Reds. Cards and Dice TV, Tony Porter joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. We are using yellow, white, and black dice. The Pirates are the home team. Let's get things started. Top of the first. Candelaria 1-3, strikeout 17, and that is going to be too high. Three Rivers Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and subtracts 1 to walks. So that will be high. Griffey 6-4, and that is a fly out to right. So 1 quick out there. And the next batter is a second baseman, Junior Kennedy. He gets the start tonight at second base for the Reds. .273 average, a homer, 17 RBIs. Pretty much a little bit of a hodgepodge lineup for the Reds. Candyman will make the pitch. 5-3, that is a blank. Kennedy 1-4, base hit, center field, and Kennedy leads off with a single. Well, really not a leadoff, but he does get the base. Here's the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Had a very good season in 79. .281 average, 16 homers, 84 RBIs. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take those every year. Strategy roll. Kennedy not doing anything. He'll stay put. Candelaria, 4-1, blank. Concepcion, 4-1, fly ball, center field. Moreno will make the catch for the out, 2 down. As good as the Reds were, I'm actually surprised at the Pirates actually beat them that year. Here's the left fielder, George Foster, one of Tony Porter's favorite players.
Foster, 302 average, 30 bombs, and 98 RBIs. Would have been nice if he did that for the Mets in a few. Would have been nice if he did that for the Mets in a few years. I know Tony Porter loves George Foster, the $10 million man, or whatever how much he called. I don't know how much he cost that time. Kennedy on it first. Let's see if a strat roll. That's a 19. Nothing happening. Candelaria will get the pitch. 3-1. Error chance. Foster. 1-3. That ball is hit to left field. That is an 11 against a lefty. That is a high fly ball. And that ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, George Foster. He smacks that over the left field fence. And that was all him. Stadium groans. A 2-run bomb by Foster as he goes ahead and smacks that against the lefty. A 1-3 as a ball hit to left. And that's an 11, and that's a straight home run. Candelaria made a good pitch, but Foster went ahead and just powered it out of there. And it is 2-0 Reds. As Foster gets a big-time home run. How come he couldn't have done that for the Mets? Next batter will be the catcher, Mr. Johnny Bench. 276 average, 22 homers, 80 RBIs. Not a bad year. Not a bad year for Bench. Candelaria, 4-5. Home run chance. Bench a righty. A 1-17. The 16 is good. Against the lefty, Bench needs a 20. Well, that doesn't matter. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. Back-to-back jacks by the Reds. Bench goes deep as he smacks that one over center field wall, and that is gone. Home run, Johnny Bench. Stadium groans. This time, Candelaria did pitch a meatball. Bench put the tomato sauce and the ricotta cheese on it and turned it into Big Ziti. That was a goner and hit hard. And it is now 3-0 Reds. Next up will be the first baseman, Arturo De Freitas. He actually got the call at first base tonight for this game. 206 average, no homers, 4 RBIs for De Freitas. He is on first base tonight. 2 outs, Candelaria, 4-5. That's a home run chance, but De Freitas has zeros there, so it doesn't matter. De Freitas, 6-5, and that's a strikeout. He'll swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. First strikeout for Candelaria. He had 101 of them in 79. But the Reds are on the board first. 3 runs on 3 hits. Back-to-back jacks by Foster and Bench. And they jump out quickly on the We Are Family Pirates. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds in this game was Mike LaCoss. Not a bad year. 14 wins, 8 losses, a 3.5 ERA. It really ain't much that got. Kind of standard. I'm sure the Reds would take that year. LaCosse gets the start tonight. Now let's see if the Pirates can get some runs back. Center fielder Omar Moreno leads off for the Pirates. 282 average, 8 homers, 69 RBIs. He played in all 162 games for the Bucks. LaCosse will make the pitch. 3-4. That is a blank. Moreno, 1-1. Fly ball, right field, and Griffey will make the catch. 1 down, and that will bring up the shortstop, Tim Foley. 288 average, a homer, 65 RBIs. LaCosse will go ahead and deal. 6-4. Against a righty, that is a home run result. Against a right-handed pitcher, Foley, though, needs a 1. That's a 15. Not happening. Foley, 3-3, and he just chops it to first. De Freitas will go ahead and make the play for the out. 2 outs. And now we'll see the right fielder, Dave Parker. Cobra, 310 average, 25 bombs, 94 RBIs. Parker in 79 was a beast. LaCosse will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Parker, 2-2, base hit, right past short, and the Pirates get themselves a single. Parker will head down to first, and he will hold there. Steeler fan is okay. He just told me he's taking a break. Next batter will be the first baseman, John Milner. 276 average, 16 homers, 60 RBIs. Milner, of course, a Met or an ex-Met. So runner on first is Parker. There are 2 outs. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Parker actually gets the jump. 17 minus 1 is 16. Bench a minus 1 is 15. I think you let Milner swing here with 2 outs. So the steal sign is on, but Parker stays. LaCosse will pitch. 3-5, and that is a walk plus, and that 15 will walk Milner, and the Pirates got something going on here with 2 outs. That is a walk, and that puts runners at first and second. LaCosse had 71 walks in 79. So now 2 outs. No, I did not. I didn't ban him. He's fine. He's just taking a break. And the next batter will be left fielder Bill Robinson. A 264 average, 24 bombs, 75 RBIs. Robinson very capable of tying this game up with a swing. I did not. He's fine. He's just taking a break. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. I've already talked to him. We're good. LaCosse will make the pitch. Strategy roll first. That is a 1. Parker not going anywhere. He'll stay put. Here comes the pitch. LaCosse, 6-3. That is a blank. Robinson, 6-5. It's a fly ball center field. Getting over there is going to be Blair, and he will make the catch. And although the Pirates made a little bit of noise here in the bottom of the first, they get nothing. No runs and a hit. 3-0 Reds after 1. Don't worry, he'll be back. Steeler fan is not going anywhere. I think he's just taking a break. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Reds, third baseman Ray Knight, 86 Met champion. 318 average, 10 homers, 79 RBIs. One of Knight's better years, if not his best season as a player. Candelaria will make the pitch. And that is a 1-6. Strikeout 12. No. Knight. A 2-2. And that is a fly ball to right field. And Cobra will get there for the out. One out. And the next batter will be center fielder Paul Blair. Blair was actually signed by the Reds kind of early in the season after he was actually on the Yankees to start the year. Blair, a 152 average, 2 homers, only 15 RBIs. I can see why Blair really wasn't wanted that much, but he is on the field here. Candelaria will make the pitch. 2-2, range play. Blair. 6-1. That's a line drive right to second. That is hit to Stinnett. Stinnett, an excellent second baseman. His range is a 5. He's got it. Out number 2. Line out right to him. Line out to Stinnett. So 2 men down, and here comes Mike LaCosse, the pitcher. Batted 129 that year in 79. 2 outs. Candelaria. 6-1, blank. LaCosse gets the swing. 2-2, fly ball, left field. Moving over there will be Robinson. And he will put it away and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds as we go to the bottom of the second. Yeah, Blair was just past his prime. Leading off for the Bucs will be the catcher, Ed Ott, known for having the shortest name in baseball history. The shortest name in baseball history, Ed Ott, the catcher. 273 average, 7 homers, and 51 RBIs. Solid season, nothing wrong with that. LaCosse will be going ahead and making the pitch. 4-1, blank. He is not tired. Ott, 2-1, and that is a ground ball to short. That will be handled by Concepcion for the out. 1 out, and here's the second baseman, Rennie Stinnett. May he rest in peace. 238 average, no homers, 24 RBIs, and 79. Played a little bit over half the games for the Bucks that year. LaCosse, 5-5, hit by pitch. 16 is no way. Stinnett, 5-4, and that's a ground ball to short again. Dave will get it. Concepcion throws to first for the out, 2 down. 2 men away, and the next batter will be the third baseman, Phil Scrap Iron Garner. 293 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. Kept Phil Garner. That is an excellent season. I don't care what anybody says. I think they'll take those stats any year. LaCosse will pitch to Garner. And that is a 1-4 at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 3-6. And that is a ground ball to third. Up with it will be Knight. Throws to first. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates. 3-0 Reds after 2. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Reds will be Ken Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 1. Candelaria had a much better inning in the second. And here comes the pitch. Candelaria 4-3. That's a walk. That 13 is going to be too high. Griffey 6-5, and that is a fly ball to left field. Robinson will get to it and make the catch. And that is out number 1. Here is Kennedy. Kennedy is 1 for 1. He got himself a single, he got himself a base hit. Ed Ott and Mel Ott. Yeah, pretty much. Ed Ott, because his official name in baseball is Ed Ott. Only 5 letters. Not Edward Ott, but Ed Ott. It's 5 letters, and baseball has said that is the shortest name in Major League history. Candelaria, because you combine the first and last names. Candelaria, 1-2, blank, not tired. Kennedy, 2-1, line drive right to first. Milner will grab it for the out. Well hit, but Milner was right there. Here's Concepcion, and he is 0 for 1. 2 outs here, top of the third. Reds already with a 3-0 lead. Candelaria, 4-5. Home run chance. Concepcion a righty. A 1-17. The 15 is good. Against the lefty, Concepcion needs a 10 or lower. And he will not get it. It's a 20. And that is too high. So he will have to settle for a 4-5. And he just gets over it. It is a meatball, but he just chops it to third. And the throw goes to first. And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds as we go to the bottom of the third. Concepcion just could not get that one, and he usually hits a home run when the Reds are on the board. Bottom of the third inning, the pitcher John Candelaria will lead off, batted 132 as a hitter in 79. LaCosse, a 6-4, and against the lefty, that is a blank. Candelaria, 1-2, a ground ball to second, easily taken by Kennedy, and that is out number 1. 4th straight ground out hit into by the Pirates. Here's Moreno. Moreno 0 for 1. Brad Church and Midlife Crisis join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. LaCosse with the pitch. 3-3, that is a blank. Moreno, 6-6, fly ball, center field, and it will be Blair making that catch for the out. So far, LaCosse is doing a nice job. Here's Foley. Foley is 0 for 1. Fans here at Three Rivers, the Pirates are at 500. The Reds are 10 games above. But the Reds and Astros right now are neck and neck with each other in the NL West. LaCosse, 6-3, blank. Foley, 1-5, fly ball, right field. Getting over there will be Griffey. And he measures it, uses a tape measure, and he will make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning on the box. So far, LaCosse off to a good start. The Reds got some offense. After 3, it is 3-0 in favor of the Redlegs. Top of the 4th coming up. Candelaria gets back on the mound, and here is George Foster. Foster hit a bomb his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Candelaria with the pitch. 3-5 against the righty. That's going to be an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to short. 1 down, and now here comes Mr. Bench. Bench also hit a bomb right after Foster, back to back. So he is also 1 for 1. Candelaria, 2-6, strikeout 4, and he will get him. He gets Bench on a K. And that is strikeout number 2 for Candelaria. Or as I like to do for Cards and Dice TV, strikeout. 2 outs. Here comes De Freitas. De Freitas is 0 for 1. He struck out also his first time up. The Candyman will deal. 2-6, strikeout 3. And oh yeah, no doubt about that. De Freitas has 33s in that position. So pretty much if a K is rolled, he's going out, and that will be a swing and a miss to retire the side. Nothing across for the Reds. 3rd strikeout for Candelaria, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Cobra. Dave Parker leads off for the Bucks, and he is 1 for 1 with a single. Jim Connell joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. LaCosse will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-5, walk, 8. Yes, he walks him. Parker will trot to first. That is ball 4. So Parker reaches base for the 2nd time today. And it will bring up Milner. Milner walked his first time up. Infield is at double play depth. Parker, that is a 9 and nothing happening with him at first. LaCosse will go ahead and concentrate on Milner. LaCosse, 3-2. That is a blank. Milner, 2-2. It's a ground ball to second. Let's see if they turn the 2. 1, 2, 3. Shortstop, pivot. Concepcion, +1. A 1-4. It's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. Second base, the shortstop, back to first, 2 away. As LaCosse gets the pitcher's best friend. The old 4-6-3 double play. And here comes Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 1. Now 2 outs. LaCosse will make the pitch to Robinson. 2-5. That's a walk, and that 8 is going to be high. Robinson, a 3-3 fly ball left field. Foster will get over there, and he will put it away for the out, and that retires the side. So 1, 2, 3, go the Pirates. It remains 3-0 in favor of the Reds. I did chat a little bit with email with Chris Davis, who of course is the creator of Inside Pitch, and asked him what seasons were going to be up next. He told me he really doesn't know in the direction. I strongly suggested to him, get the 90s and the 2000s done. You got a lot of people that really want seasons from the 90s and the 2000s. Get them done. Okay, a lot of people I thought baseball in the 90s was a lot of fun, and baseball in the 2000s was a lot of fun still. So I told him, I said, you know what? You really got to work on your 90s and your 2000s. I truly, really suggested that to him. But remember, this is his game. He will decide what he wants to do, but that doesn't matter. Whatever seasons he gets, I'll just add it to the season selection show come near the World Series. We go to the top of the 5th inning, and Raymond Knight will go ahead and lead off. He is 0 for 1. Candelaria will make the pitch. 1-3, strikeout 1, he got him. That's a K. And that is strikeout number 4 for Candelaria. And that's a third consecutive strikeout for him, by the way. Here's Blair. Blair is 0 for 1. Candelaria settles in, and he will make the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 16. That's high. Blair, 2-2, base hit to center field. Blair comes away with a single for him, and he will hold it first. So Paul Blair gets himself a base hit. He'll hold there at first. And now we'll see LaCosse. LaCosse is 0 for 1. His bunt rating is not that great. I might have him swing away anyway. And that is a 4. Blair, nothing going on. I'm going to let LaCosse swing. His bunt rating ain't great, so maybe you never know. He had a 129 average. 1987 is one of the seasons I think he wants to get done quickly to finish off the 80s. I think that may be next. I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do. Candelaria will pitch. 3-6 against the righty. That's a blank. LaCosse will get a chance. 2-3, and he just pops out to short, and that will be out number 2. LaCosse pops out, and here comes Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 2. Now 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Strategy roll. That is a 13. Nothing happening. We're still rolling because Candelaria does have a chance at a pickoff. Candelaria 3-6 against the lefty. That's a walk plus. That will walk Griffey. That's ball 4. So he walks Griffey, and now the Reds got something going on here with runners at first and second. And that is the first walk issued by Candelaria. He only had 35 of them in 79 and 207 innings pitched. So in my opinion, I think it's pretty good control. A chance now for Kennedy. Kennedy is 1 for 2 to see if he can get in a run. 2 outs. Strat. 12-0. Candelaria will go ahead and make a pitch. Here it comes. 1-4. Home run chance. Home run result against the lefty. Kennedy needs a 4 or lower. That's an 8. It's too high. So Candelaria pitched him a meatball. Let's see what Kennedy can do with it. 3-5, and he can't do anything with it. He grounds it to third. That'll get taken care of by Garner, and he's going to throw to second to get Griffey, and that will retire the side. No runs, then there was 1 hit and a walk. Still 3-0 in favor of the Reds. After the first inning, Candelaria has definitely settled down and is holding this Reds lineup in check. Well, he still needs to do 1957 and 1960. If he does 1957 and 1960, he'll have seasons all the way from 1956 to 1986 before he gets 87 done. Astros Reefer joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Bottom of the 5th inning, Reds leading 3-0. Leading off for the Pirates will be Ed Ott. Ott is 0 for 1. LaCosse having a pretty good night so far. LaCosse 6-2. That's an error chance. Ott a 5-3, and that is not going to be an error. That's a slow hit ball to second. That's picked up by Kennedy. Ott has a base running rating of 3. Throws to first. In time, they got Ott. 1 away. Oh, that's going to be a ground out to second. Picked up by Kennedy, and he nails Ott at first for the out. 1 away. Remember, on errors, an error on a grounder, if S1 to S6 comes up, that is not an error. It's a possible infield single. On an S1 to S6, on an error on a throw, it's an automatic infield single, and then you got to roll to see if the player tried to make an out. 1 out, here's Stinnett. Stinnett is 0 for 1. LaCosse, 6-3. That is a blank. Stinnett, 3-5. Now that's going to be a base hit past second, and Stinnett will get a single. He holds at first. Holds there at first, and then it will hold there. And that will bring up scrap iron. Garner is 0 for 1. Infield moves the double play depth. Stinnett really not a threat to do anything, and he will not do anything. LaCosse will concentrate on Garner. And here comes the pitch. 2-2, blank, Garner. 6-5, and that's going to be hit well into center field, and that's going to bounce off the wall. That's going to be a double. Stinnett, a base running rating of 3. Double to center, +1 is 4. Center fielder Blair is a 0. A 1-4. Stinnett will score. He will not, as the throw comes in a little faster than they thought, and Stinnett will hold it third. So that is going to be a double for Garner. And now puts runners at second and third for the Pirates. And the batter is Candelaria. Candelaria 0 for 1. Yes, he will bat. He will bat because he would normally bat in this situation. Candelaria still has pitchers, still has batters available, so he will bat here. Candelaria is 0 for 1. Infield will come in. Strategy roll, that is a 15 and nothing happening. And that is correct. Pirates will be adding Madlock. Can you repeat the error on a throw? Yes, as I said, an error, if an error chance, E question mark or EG question mark comes up and it's an S1 to S6 on the batter card, all right, it is not an error. It's going to be a possible infield single, and you roll against the base running rating of the batter. Other runners advance 1 base automatically, and if it's the batter's rating or lower, he is safe at first. Higher, he is out. But on error on a throw, an ET question mark, and an S1 to S6 come up, it is an automatic infield single. The error on a throw occurs if wherever it was hit to, the fielder tried to make a throw at first, trying to get the batter out. LaCosse will pitch. 2-1. That's a pitcher result. Candelaria, a lefty. A 1-10, an automatic out. The 11 is high. Candelaria swings 2-4, and Candelaria will come through. Holy cow, a 2-4. That's a double to center field for the Candyman. The Candyman can. Stinnett will come in to score. Garner will come in to score. Candelaria slides into second base. It's 3-2. Oh, what a great idea I had letting Candelaria bat. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2 RBI double by Candelaria, and he had 6 RBIs in 79 that year. It's now 3-2 as the Candyman comes through at the plate. And here comes Moreno. Moreno is 0 for 2. LaCosse can't believe that that Candelaria got one, and there is still only 1 out. The infield will now go back. I don't think Candelaria is going to do anything at second, and he will not. And Moreno is not bunting. LaCosse will go ahead and make the pitch. 1-3. That is a blank. Moreno swings. 6-1. That's a ground ball to second. That'll get taken care of by Kennedy. He will throw to first for out number 2. Candelaria automatically advances to third. So 2 men out. And here's Foley. Foley is 0 for 2. Foley started on the Mets. Started on the Mets in 79, but a quick trade early in the season brought Foley to the Pirates. Strategy roll 9. Candelaria staying at third. LaCosse with the pitch. 5-1. Range play at the park. Three Rivers Stadium says 1-5, and that is popped up behind the plate. Getting back in there is Bench. Bench's range is a 4, and that is a 5, and it's going to be out of play. And we will do it again. Strike 1. On a pop-up to behind the plate, if it doesn't fall in the range of the catcher, it's a foul out, and that will be that's a foul ball, so it goes behind the plate. So LaCosse gets to do it again. LaCosse, 2-3, strikeout 15, that's high. Foley, 1-6, base hit right field for Foley. This game is tied. Foley singles to right. Candelaria will score. We're tied at 3. Stadium cheers. Yay! Foley comes through with a single to right field. We are tied at 3. And now the batter is Parker. They're going to go talk to LaCoss on the mound and see how he is doing. And they'll see what they want to do. They're saying let him continue to pitch here. Here's Parker, is 1 for 1, has a single. 2 outs here. Foley on at first. LaCoss, strategy roll first. That is an 8. Foley not going anywhere. LaCoss with the pitch. 4-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Parker, 6-5. And he pumps that one up in the infield. That's going to be a pop out to short. Concepcion will get there. He will make the catch and retire the side. The Pirates have a good inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. This game is tied at 3 after 5. And they're singing, "We Are Family." The We Are Family Pirates are beginning to sing. We go to the top of the 6th. Dave Concepcion leads off for Natty, and he is 0 for 2. Candelaria will go ahead and make the pitch. Here comes the pitch from the Candyman. 6-6. That's a pitcher result. Concepcion a righty. 1-10 automatic out, and that's a 3. And that is going to be a fly out to center. 1 out. Concepcion having a tough time tonight. He's 0 for 3, and he usually does pretty well when I have the Reds on the board. Here is Foster. Foster 1 for 2. He has a bomb. A solo bomb in the first inning. Candyman will pitch. 3-6 against a righty. That is a blank. Foster, 4-1. Base hit, center field. Foster will hold at first. And that's his second hit of the game. And the batter will now be Mr. Bench. Bench 1 for 2 as well. He has a home run in the game. And field goes to double play depth. And nothing happening on the strat. Candelaria will look in on Bench. Bench gets ready. Candelaria got to be careful. Bench hits lefties very well. Candelaria 5-5. Strikeout 11. No, that is too high. Bench 2-5. And that is a ground ball right back to Candelaria. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3-2-3. And let's see, Bench a righty. So second base is pivot, and that's the net, and it's a 0. A 1-3, it's a double play. They got it. Side retired. Bench grounds out into the 1-4-3 double play, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Reds. Since the Reds went 3 runs on 3 hits in the first inning, Candelaria has only given up 2 hits since then. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Bucks will be Johnny Milner. Milner is 0 for 1. LaCosse, he will continue to pitch. Tied at 3 here at Three Rivers Stadium. LaCosse, 5-2, range play. Milner, 5-4, and that is going to be a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Kennedy. Kennedy's range is a 5. And it's a 6. It's just going to get by him. It'll be a base hit for Milner. Just out of Kennedy's reach. An excellent second baseman. That one had eyes and just got out of there. And that is a base hit for Milner. And the leadoff man on for the Bucks. Here's Robinson. Robinson 0 for 2. Infield double play depth. Milner not going to do anything. Robinson does get the bunt sign, but I'm not gonna bunt with him. I'll let him swing. Tied at 3 here. LaCosse in a little bit of a jam again. 4-1. Blank, not tired. Robinson, 1-5, and that is a ground ball to second. Let's see if the Reds can turn the double play. 4-5-6. Shortstop pivot is Concepcion. +1 is 7, but you can only go as high as 5. A 1-5, it's a double play. They got it, 2 outs. So Robinson grounds out into the 4-6-3. A chance there for the Bucks goes by the board a little bit. it will bring up Ott. Ott is 0 for 2. 2 outs now. LaCosse, he will deal. 2-4. That is a walk. That 16 is no good. Ott, 5-4, and it's a ground ball to second base. Kennedy will get to this one, and he will throw to first, and that will retire the side. So Kennedy couldn't get to the one that had seeing eyes, but he does get the double play, and then he gets the solo, and it's no runs on a hit for the Bucks. Still tied at 3 after 6. Why do I have a very funny feeling these two teams are going to meet in the NLCS or in the playoffs somehow at the end of the 79 season? Whether they meet in the division series or the NLCS, who knows? I just have a funny feeling these two are going to meet. We'll see how right I am in about 2 months. Top of the 7th inning. Arturo De Freitas will lead off, and he is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Candelaria still has some gas in the tank. Candelaria 1-2. That is a blank, not tired. De Freitas 3-1, and base hit for De Freitas. He gets a single, and he'll hold it first. So De Freitas comes through with a hit, and that's his first hit of the game. So the players with low averages in this game, Blair and De Freitas, both get base hits. And here comes Knight. Now I see why De Freitas and Blair were put into the game. We're in the lineup for this one against Candelaria. Knight is 0 for 2. Infield is a double play depth. I don't think anything happening on base, and no. Candelaria will concentrate on Knight. Candelaria will pitch. 1-4. Home run result against the lefty. Knight needs a 10 or lower, and the 13 is just too high. Candelaria pitched him a bad one, but Knight couldn't do anything with it. At 5-1, but he does hit good enough, and that's going to be a base hit to left. Single for Knight. De Freitas, a base running rating of 2. Single to left, -2 is 0. Left fielder Robinson +2. So a 1-2, De Freitas will get to third. That is a 2, and he does. Robinson allows the arm in left field, and that allows De Freitas to get to third base. A single for Knight, and now the Reds are in business. And here comes Blair. Blair is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Infield will come in. It's 3-3, top of the 7th. Good game here between Natty and the Bucks. Strategy roll. And that is a 12. Knight will stay put, as well as De Freitas. Candelaria looking in on Blair. A good chance for the Bucks. Candelaria, 6-3. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium says 1-5, and it's a pop out right behind the plate. Getting over there is Ott. He will have room, and he will make the catch. Out number 1. A pop out to the catcher. Ugh. 1 out. And now coming up to bat is Mike LaCosse, and we're in the 7th inning, and LaCosse is 0 for 2, and I think they'll pull him, and that's going to be it for LaCosse. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for the Reds. Candelaria, a lefty, so let's see who that's going to be, and it is going to be Dave Collins. Coming on to pinch hit for the Reds will be Dave Collins. 318 average, 3 homers, 35 RBIs. Collins coming in here with runners at first and third for the Reds. Infield is still in. Pitcher spot is 0 for 2. Candelaria will first do a strat roll. 5. Knight stays where he is. The Candyman will make the pitch. 2-1. Strikeout 13. That's high. Collins will swing. 4-1, and it's a ground ball to third. It's a ground ball to third. The infield is in. De Freitas, his base running rating would be a 0. He can't come home. The throw goes to first for out number 2, and Knight goes to second, 2 down. Oh, Knight. Collins couldn't come through there. Oh, that hurts. And now it'll be up to Griffey. Griffey and runners at second and third. Griffey is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Can the Candyman get out of this inning? De Freitas on at third. Knight on at second. Candelaria Strategy roll, 19. Griffey's not bunting. Candelaria, he will make the pitch. 4-1, that is a blank. Griffey swings, 6-5, and it's going to be a fly ball to left field. Moving over there is Robinson. He comes in a few steps. He will make the catch, and the Candyman gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits for the Reds. They strand some big-time base runners there. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. And I don't know what they said, what they played at Pittsburgh. So I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night, here on RJL Network, we are going to go to the Pacific Northwest. We're going to take a trip to the Kingdome. Tomorrow night will be May 16th. It will be the Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. Steve Busby will go for the Royals, and Odell Jones will go for the Mariners. It's our first look at the Mariners. And yes, they are bad. The Mariners have a record of 10 wins and 24 losses. The Royals are pretty good. They're 17-15 right now. So we get our first look at the M's in 1979. Remember, we will see each team at least twice, maybe 3 times, 4 times before I start cutting down the playoff contenders. So that will be tomorrow night's game, the Royals and the Mariners at the Seattle Kingdome. As Woodman 564 joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium, and he says he couldn't find a parking spot. Yeah, you probably wouldn't. The stadium, this would be a packed house for a game like this. Bottom of the 7th, Rennie Stinnett leads off for Pittsburgh, and they got Wright and the lefty, and probably Candelaria will be taken out at that time because the pitcher spot. Reds are going to go to the bullpen, and let's see. I think they're going to go with a righty. And coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Pedro Borbon. Pedro Borbon, who will be on the San Francisco Giants later in the year. 6 wins, 5 losses, 5 saves, a 4.17 ERA. Borbon will come on and pitch against Stinnett here in the bottom of the 7th. Tied at 3, Reds and the Pirates. Borbon will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-2, that is a blank. Stinnett will get to swing. 5-3, and Stinnett comes through hard. He hits a double to center field. Stinnett gets a leadoff double, and he will hold at second. Second hit of the game for Stinnett. He's now 2 for 3, and the batter will be Garner. Garner is 1 for 2. He has a double in the game. So Stinnett on at second. Garner will go up against Borbon. Infield is back. Strategy roll, that is a 6. Stinnett will stay where he is. Borbon looking in on Garner. Fans here at TRS hoping for something big. Borbon, 2-5, strikeout 15, that's high. Garner, 1-3, line drive right back to Borbon, that's out number 1. He throws to second, that is a 5, and that is a 5. He got him! He got Stinnett at second base, 2 outs. Holy cow! right back to the pitcher, and a 5 was the only way he could get him out, and he doubled off Stinnett. Holy cow, what a play by Bourbon, and threw to second to get him, and that is 2 away. That is let's see, Garner was a righty, so that means it would be an L1-4, because the second baseman would have been there. So an L1, the very common L1-4 double play. 2 outs. With 2 outs now, Candelaria, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, as Candelaria will be done for the game. He pitched pretty well, though. And the Pirates will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Bucks will be that guy. Coming on to pinch hit for the Bucks will be Pops Willie Stargell, 281 average, 32 bombs, 82 RBIs. Stargell coming in against Bourbon. 2 men down. Got to be careful with Stargell. You make a mistake to him and it is definitely gone. Bourbon with the pitch. 1-5, chance of an error. Stargell, 2-1. That's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Kennedy. His error rating is a 6. That's a 4, and it gets away from him. That's going to be an error on Kennedy. Stargell will hold it first. It's just a ground ball error, and that is an E4. First error on the Reds. In the game, they did have an error historically in the game. And Junior Kennedy makes an error. His error rating is a 6. He didn't make that many of them, but here he does, and Stargell on it first. Question is, can the Pirates take advantage of the miscue? Here is Moreno. Moreno. Who am I doing? Yeah, Moreno. Moreno is, what is he? He's 0 for 3. So Stargell on at first base on the error. Bourbon thinks he should have been out of the inning. Stargell on at first. And now coming in. Pinch run for Pops. I was thinking about that, but it's a 7th inning. If we got to go to extras, I can't go through the lineups that quickly. Bourbon will go for a strategy roll first. That's a 20. Bourbon, though, has no pickoff rating. Bourbon, 2-3. That's a walk. That 18 is high. Moreno will swing. 1-5. That ball is hit to center field. That is a 4. Against the righty, Moreno's going to go ahead and smack a double into center field. Moreno gets a double. Stargell, base running rating of 1. With 2 outs becomes a 2. Double to center, +1 is 3. Center fielder Blair is a 0. A 1-3, Stargell will score. And he does it. There could be an out. There could be an out. Blair has a 0 arm. A 1-3, there could be an out. And it's a 5. No, Stargell decides to backtrack and hold at third. Moreno holds at second. So it wouldn't have mattered who was on first base. It still would have been a possible out. But Moreno does get the double, and now runners at second and third with 1 out. And here comes Foley. Foley 1 for 3. They go talk to Bourbon on the mound and see what's up. Pedro Bourbon got a lucky line out double play, and then a big time error. The Pirates here have a chance to get a run. Bourbon will pitch to Foley. Strategy roll, 13. Nothing happening. Stargell on at third. Moreno on at second. Foley looking in. Bourbon with the pitch. 1-5. Again a possible error. Foley, 3-6. It's a ground ball back to Bourbon. And that, oh my Lord. That's a grounder back to Bourbon. His error rating is an 18. That's a 2, and it boots Bourbon. He boots it away from him. That's going to be an error on Pedro Bourbon. Holy cow, the wheels have come off in this inning. That is an E1. Coming in to score is Stargell. Moreno goes to third, and Foley on at first. 4-3 Pirates. 2 errors in this inning by the Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! Reds fans in the chat, barf. Blech. A tough error by Pedro Borbon. He goes from, Jim Connell goes from making a Gold Glove double play to booting the go-ahead run. What a tough inning for Pedro. The batter now is Parker. It's 4-3 Pirates. And let's see. They're going to let Borbon pitch to Parker, though. Parker does a little worse against right-handed pitching. Parker is 1 for 2. But Parker, you got to be careful with. He can go ahead and smack one out if he doesn't make any mistakes. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, now 4-3, as the Pirates do take advantage of the Reds error. Borbon will see a strategy roll first. That is a 4, and nothing happening. Moreno on at third, Foley on at first. Fans here at Three Rivers enjoying what they're seeing. Borbon with the pitch, and that's a leaner. I'll have to re-roll. Borbon, 1-5, again with a possible error. Parker, 2-5. It's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Blair. His error rating is a 2. That's a 12. He'll go ahead and get there. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits and 2 errors. After 7, the Pirates have a 4-3 lead. What an inning by the Pirates. And we now go to the top of the 8th. Junior Kennedy leads off for the Reds. The Reds have 3 righties coming up. The Pirates will go to the bullpen. Let's see who they're going to bring on. And I think for this, they'll go with this guy. And they'll save Tovey for the last inning, because he was their main closer. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be Enrique Romo. 10 wins, 5 losses, 5 saves, a 2.99 ERA. Believe it or not, the Pirate bullpen didn't suck. The Pirate bullpen was actually pretty good. One of the reasons why I guess the Pirates did win the World Series was because of the pen. Romo will pitch to Kennedy here as we start the top of the 8th. Kennedy will bat. He's 1 for 3. He has a 273 average. Romo will make the pitch. 1-3. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 4-4. And that will be a ground ball to third, taken care of there by Garner, out number 1. 1 out. Here comes Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. He usually hits well when I have him on the field. Romo, 3-5. That's a strikeout. The 3, he got him. Struck him out. Big K by Romo. Romo had 106 strikeouts in 79 and 84 appearances. The only guy that beat him was Tovey, who actually had 94 appearances that year. The Pirates worked Tovey and Romo like they were horses. Here's Foster. Foster having a good night. He's 2 for 3, a home run and a single. As Shrek joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And yes, Romo, Grant Jackson, Tovey, a very solid pen. Absolutely. Shrek is 100% right. Romo will make the pitch. 3-1 against the righty. Strikeout plus 17. Struck him out. He will get him on a K. And the side is retired. 2 strikeouts by Romo. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reds as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th inning. John Milner leads off for the Pirates. They got left, right, left coming up. That's going to be it for Borbon. He is done. The Reds are going to probably bring on a lefty here, I think. And they will go with Dave Tomlin. It's only a 1-run game. Here's Dave Tomlin. 2 wins, 2 losses, a save, A 2.62 ERA. He didn't have all the saves that Tom Hume had that year, but Tomlin, one of the better pitchers the Reds actually had in the pen. Milner will lead off. Milner is 1 for 2. Bottom of the 8th, 4-3 Pirates. Tomlin, 2-1, range play. Milner, 6-2, ground ball, second base hit to Kennedy. Kennedy's range is a 5. He's got it, barely, but he makes a great stop. And he throws to first for the out, 1 down. Nice play by Kennedy. He almost missed that one. 1 down, here comes Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 3. He's still looking for his first hit. Tomlin, he'll go ahead and make a pitch. 2-1, again with a range play. Robinson, 3-6. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to De Freitas. Not who you want to hit to. His range is a 1. And that's a 5. Base hit. And that's going to be hit down the line. And Robinson's going to go into the corner. It will be a double for Bill Robinson. Robinson finally joins the hit parade. And he gets a 1-out double. He'll hold that second. De Freitas really had almost no chance. He had to have Greg Luzinski wheels in order to make that play. Here's Ott. Ott is 0 for 3. 1 out. Robinson on at second. Strategy rolls are still active. That's an 11. Robinson will stay where he is. Tomlin will make a pitch to Ott. And here comes 4-2. Wild pitch 10 into the backstop. And Robinson will go to third. A wild pitch by Dave Tomlin. Robinson goes to third base. Wow. Boy, the wheels have really come off here for the Reds in the later innings. Now they have to call the infield in. Tomlin will do it again. New strategy roll. That's a 7. And Robinson stays where he is. Now Ott with a runner on at third. Tomlin with the pitch. 1-5. Hit by pitch. 9. Too high. Ott. 1-2. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Bill Robinson would be able to score on a 1 or a 6. But you got Rennie Stinnett coming up. They will hold him, and the throw will go to first for out number 2. They will not send Robinson. So a grounder to short. And now here comes Stinnett. Stinnett is 2 for 3 tonight. A single and a double, is having a good night. Robinson on at third. Strat roll 11, nothing happening. Robinson ready to come home. Tomlin trying to keep it 4-3. Pitch from Tomlin. 4-1, that is a blank. Stinnett, 5-1. Ground ball right back to Tomlin. He's got it. He'll underhand it to first, and the Reds get out of the jam. No runs, a hit, a wild pitch. But the Pirates strand a big insurance run at third. After 8, 4-3 Bucks. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Leading off for the Reds is going to be Mr. Johnny Bench. The question is, do they let Romo pitch or do they bring in Colvey? And I think you bring in Colvey. So Romo is going to be gone as he is set up, and coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be their closer, Kent Colvey. 10 wins, 8 losses, 31 saves, a 2.75 ERA. Romo does get credit for a hold. And Colvey will go ahead and pitch to Johnny Bench. 4-3 Pirates, top of the 9th. Fans here at Three Rivers. The Pirates beat the Reds twice in FastScore. Can the Pirates sweep the Reds with a win on the board? Colvey will make the pitch. 3-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. 1 away. Third straight strikeout by Pirates bullpen. Romo and Colvey 1 out. Arturo De Freitas is the next batter. We'll see a pinch hitter for him. De Freitas at first base. Let's see who they're going to bring in. And it is the ninth inning. We can bring in anybody. Dan Dreesen will take over at first if this goes any further. But coming on to pinch hit for the Reds is going to be Champ Summers. Champ Summers, who will be on the Detroit Tigers later in the year. Summers, a .291 average, 21 homers, 62 RBIs. Summers will pinch hit against Jacoby. He has major home run power. Jacoby got to be careful. 1 out, top of the ninth, 4-3 Pirates. Jacoby gets set. He makes the pitch. 6-1, range play. Summers, 6-1. That's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit the net. His range is a 5. That's a 1. Stinnett makes it easily. Throws to first for out number 2. Nice play by Rennie Stinnett. And Summers couldn't do anything with that. And now the batter will be Ray Knight. And he will bat .318 average. Knight is 1 for 3. Jacoby gets in on Knight. Fans here at Three Rivers on their feet want to see their Bucks come away with a win. 2 outs. Jacoby trying to get the save. Fans ready. They're cheering. Knight trying to keep the game alive. Knight can hit a home run. He had 10 of them in 79. Jacoby with the pitch. 4-1 against the righty. It's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Picked up there by Milner. He's got it. Runs to the bag. Jumps on the bag. That's your game. Pirates go ahead and beat the Reds tonight 4-3. And they sweep them with FastScore as well. Stadium cheers. Yay! Reds fans in the chat. Barf. Blah. A 1-2-3 inning by the Reds. What a job by the Pirates to get a win here over the Reds. And here I was thinking, I don't know how the Pirates beat the Reds in the first place in the actual 79 NLCS, but Inside Pitch tells me this is how they did it. And they're singing, "We Are Family," as the We Are Family Pirates get a big win on the Reds. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. For the Reds, 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. And those errors definitely were costly. The winning pitcher is John Candelaria. He does get the win. And Pedro Borbon takes the loss. And Romo gets a hold. And Jacoby does get a save for the game. Nice win for the Pirates. They beat the Reds 4-3 in a game the Reds actually won. It was the Pirates with 3 errors historically, but in this game tonight, the Reds commit 2 huge errors, and because of that is the reason why the Reds actually do not get the win tonight. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Don't go away. is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So a nice win for the Pirates, 4-3 win on the Reds. And they got 2 wins already on them in the ticker. So the Pirates do sweep them here in the ticker. Timeout for 1 second as I wipe the brow, because playing these games does wear out a old man like me. Let's get to some ticker. May 13th, Oakland at Boston. Let's see, Oakland 323, and that is 2. The Red Sox 1846, and that is 7. Like I said, you want to get back into the season, play the Athletics or the Mets. Kansas City at the White Sox. Kansas City 1836, and that is 6. The White Sox 1256, and they get 7. That's going to be a win for the White Sox. Still one of the best teams in the league. Milwaukee at Detroit. Milwaukee 6-16. That's 2. Detroit 16-61, and that's 8. That'll be a win for Jack Morris and the Cats. Cleveland and Minnesota. Cleveland 10-26, and that is 3. Minnesota 18-55, and 8. A win for the Twin Cities. California and the Yankees. California 17-52, and they've got 7. The Yankees are 17-15, and that is 3. That'll be a win for the Halos. Texas at Toronto, doubleheader. Mark Lemongello on the mound for Toronto, BB's favorite player. Texas, game 1, 21-63, and that's going to be 10. Toronto, 652, did their best, but that's only going to be 5. That'll be a win for the Rangers. Game 2, Texas, 1951, and that is going to be 7. Toronto, 651, and that is 5. That will be a win for the Rangers. The Rangers take both games against the Blue Jays. Blue Jays got off to a pretty decent start, but now they're beginning to play like the team they were in 1979, and they were not that good. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs 6-64, and that is going to be 7. The Astros 6-13, and that's a 1. That'll be a win for the Cubs. The Astros holding on with the Reds, are neck and neck with them. Montreal and the Dodgers. Expos were good that year. Montreal 7-13, but not today. That's a 1. Dodgers 14-12, and that's a 1. Wow, we got tie. Extra innings. Montreal rolls a 4 plus 0. Dodgers roll a 6 minus 4, and that's going to be a win for the Expos. Mets and the Padres. My Mets are just awful. Mets 5-11. Yep, 0. Padres 11-25, and that is 3. And my Mets are just 79 Mets. Why you guys had to choose a season why my Mets stink? Philadelphia and San Francisco. Maybe next time. Philadelphia 12-11. That is going to be a 0. Don't worry, guys. I'm not that mad. I don't care what seasons you choose from the selection show. Doesn't matter to me. San Francisco a 9-56, and that's going to be 6. Because I have fun no matter what season we get. That's a win for the Giants. Braves and the Cards. Bravo 7-34, and that is 3. Redbirds 10-45, and that is 5. That'll be a win for the Cardinals. May 14th. Toronto at Cleveland. Toronto 6-54, and that is 5. Cleveland 11-33, and that is 4. That'll be a win for the Blue Jays. Cleveland does beginning to struggle a little bit. Ever since the Indians came back on the Twins in that excellent game we had, they've not been getting good fast score rolls. Texas and Minnesota. Texas 16-12, and that is 1. Minnesota 825, and that is 3. A win for the Twins. Twins are playing decent baseball. Detroit at Yankees. Tigers 10-31, and we got 3. Yankees 10-61, and we got 7. It'll be a win for the Bombers. Kansas City at Seattle. Royals 14-42, and that's going to be 5. Mariners 17-56, and that's going to be 8. That'll be a win for the M's. San Diego at Cincinnati. Can the Reds come off the tough 3-game losses to the Pirates? Padres 7-13, that's 1. Reds 8-45, and that is 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Moving on to May 15th, Baltimore at Boston. Heck of a pitching matchup. Jim Palmer against Dennis Eckersley. Baltimore 4-35, and that is 3. Boston 8-12, and that's 1. Palmer will beat Eckersley. Boston still struggling. Milwaukee at California. A battle of 2 division leaders. Milwaukee 11-15, and that is 2. California 10-62, and that's 7. That'll be a win for the Ryan Express. Toronto at Cleveland. Toronto 7-25, 3. Cleveland 16-46, 6. That'll be a win for the Tribe. Rangers and Minnesota. Texas 7-31, and that's 3. Minnesota 14-65, that's 10. That'll be a win for the Twins. Detroit and the Yankees. Detroit 7-32, and they got 3 again. Yankees 17-25, and that's going to be 4. That will be a win for the Bronx Bombers. White Sox at Oakland now. White Sox 12-25, and that is 3. Oakland 2-62, and that is 5. That'll be a win for the A's. As Craig Scarborough says, I'm always late. You need to start an hour later. I wish I could, but someone has to go to bed in order to go to work the next day. Kansas City at Seattle, doubleheader, and we have these 2 teams tomorrow. Kansas City 20-12. Wow, only 2 runs. Mariners 12-65, and that is 9. Mariners win game 1. Game 2, Kansas City 12-24, and that's 3. Mariners 13-66, that's 11. The Mariners have now won a couple of some games in a row. I guess they know they're on the board tomorrow night, and they want to kind of pad the record a little bit, even though they are awful. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers 13-66, that's 11. Atlanta 9-32, and that's 3. That'll be a win for the Dodgers. Philadelphia and the Cubs. Philadelphia 8-34, that's 4. Cubs 10-66, that's 10. Cubs are actually playing decent ball. Padres and the Reds. Good pitching matchup. Gaylord Perry against Tom Hume. San Diego 2-41, and that is 3. Reds 7-43, and that's going to be 4. That will be a win for the Reds. San Francisco at Houston. J.R. Richer on the mound for the Astros. Giants 2-62, and that is 5. The Astros 6-62, and that is 6. That's going to be a win for the Astros. Mets and the Pirates. Mets 4-24, and that is 2. Pirates 9-46, and that is 5. The dice are just punishing me and my Mets. Montreal and the Cardinals. Montreal 12-54, and that is 6. The Cardinals 5-23, and that is 2. And that will be a win for the Redbirds. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be at the Seattle Kingdom for a matchup tomorrow night. We get our first look at the Mariners, but they will be facing the Kansas City Royals, who right now the Mariners have been pretty much owning them. They won 3 straight games against the Royals. So tomorrow it will be Steve Busby for the Royals and Odell Jones for the Mariners. So join us tomorrow, Kansas City at Seattle. We get our first look at the M's tomorrow night. Be there or be square. BB, Craig Scarborough, Shrek, Jim Connell, Woodman 564, Kevin Hayes, Astros Reefer, Big Clue, Midlife Crisis, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice, C&D TV, Brian Patterson, thank you all for joining, and Brad Church, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Bucks get a win over the Redlegs tonight. Good matchup as the Pirates beat the Reds 4-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.